Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a really familiar verse, Matthew 6.33, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. You've probably heard it a million times.
Yeah.
But we're going under the hood, looking at the original Greek.
That's right, because hidden in the Koine Greek, specifically in Zoteta de Protonton Basilium, there's a much more radical command than you might think. It's less a gentle suggestion, more a demand for a total life reorientation. That's what we want to unpack.
Okay, let's do it, starting right at the beginning. Zotote, we translate it seek. Why is the grammar, the tense of that verb, so critical?
It's everything, really.
Yeah.
Jesus uses the present active imperative tense. And in Greek, that's not, seek this one time. It's a command for continuous action, ongoing, habitual. Think, keep on seeking, or make seeking the constant habit of your life. It never stops.
Wow, okay. I found this fascinating just before this. Jesus talks about pagans frantically chasing after material things, right?
Yes.
Food, clothes, he uses a related verb there. Episetet. How does that compare to zotetet?
It's a crucial contrast. Epizetos, the word for the pagan pursuit, it means an intense, focused, almost desperate hunt. They run after these things. So Jesus is saying, essentially, take that same level of intensity, that relentless energy,
Yeah.
but redirect it.
Yeah.
Don't hunt for material stuff. Hunt for the kingdom with that same continuous fervor. Same energy, different target.
Okay, so it's a continuous, intense habit. Then comes the word pronton first. How does that little word change the game?
Prana in here isn't just step one, then move on. It establishes this seeking as the absolute supreme priority. It has to be the central organizing principle, the lens, through which you view everything else, not just first on the to-do list.
Right, the main thing. So what is this thing we're supposed to be seeking so intensely? The kingdom Basilian. We often think of like heaven or a place far away.
Yeah, that's a common way to see it. But Bizala in Greek primarily means rule, reign, sovereignty. Think jurisdiction. So seeking the kingdom means actively seeking to bring your life, your decisions, your finances, everything under God's rule.
Submitting to his reign, basically.
Exactly. Asking yourself, where is God's rule not yet happening in my life, and how do I align with it? Like the Lord's Prayer, your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven, in my life.
Okay, that makes sense. Now the second part, dikaiosuna. This feels heavier than just trying to be a generally good person.
Oh, it absolutely is heavier. Dikaiosuna is packed with meaning. It's got this crucial dual sense.
Dual sense.
Yeah, it means character, like an internal state that's right, that's acceptable to God, being as you ought to be. But, and this is key, it's also action, justice, because it's directly linked to the word dikaios, which means just.
So it's not just internal feelings, it's about doing.
Precisely. Seeking dikaiosune is a command to actively live out that righteousness. It means pursuing restorative justice, fairness in your dealings, right living in relationships. For Jesus' original audience, this meant concrete things, fair wages, honesty in the market, how you treated the poor. It's about applying God's just character outwardly.
Okay, so continuously, intensely seek God's rule and his act of justice as the absolute top priority. If we actually do that, what about the stuff the pagans were chasing? Food, clothes.
Ah, that's the promise tied to the command. All these things will be added to you. The verb there is prostasesitai.
That's added.
Yes, shall be added. And crucially, it's future passive tense. The passive voice means someone else is doing the adding.
Yeah.
God is the agent. He guarantees the provision. So you focus relentlessly on his reign and his justice, and he takes care of the material necessities. They become the secondary add-on, the consequence.
So it really flips the script. Stop the frantic hunt for security. Pour that energy into seeking God's rule and his act of justice.
And trust that he'll handle the provisions. It's his part of the covenant, almost. He validates your radical shift in focus by meeting those needs.
We've seen, this isn't some gentle advice. It's an urgent, nonstop command.
Right.
Prioritize God's reign and act of justice above all else.
And the promise is that focusing on the eternal and the ethical actually secures the temporal needs. It's profound.
So here's a final thought for you to really chew on. If the command is truly for the continuous pursuit of God's act of justice, his dikaiosuna, what's one specific concrete action, not just a thought or a feeling, but an action you could take today to demonstrate that justice in your own sphere of influence? That's the real challenge baked into this command.